going on, world? What's up? What's up? How are you guys doing? Just taking a little bike ride through the neighborhood, and wanted to jump on here real quick and just share some thoughts. Just share some thoughts with you guys. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Before I start, just want to make sure that I give it to y'all from the beginning, and we don't got to rewind or reset this thing, and then you guys can just share it on and share with your people. But just wanted to take a little bit of time to share some thoughts with you guys, share some perspective, hopefully inspire or enlighten you a little bit. And wow, it's a beautiful red cardinal that I just saw in the middle of the street. Crazy. So what's up, New York City? I see you. Yo, Kairos. Miami, I see you. Luis. What's up, Carlton? How you doing? All right, cool. So we got a bunch of people on here. Let's get started, man. Let's get started. What's up, St. Joe? Is that Minnesota? All right, so let's get going. So here's the deal, right? How many of you guys have ever heard the term, money doesn't grow on trees, right? Like, money doesn't grow on trees. What's up, Mr. Bud? Ricardo, Fort Lauderdale, I see you, brother. Can't wait to see you in person, man. Miss you, dog. But yeah, how many of you guys ever heard money doesn't grow on trees? Money doesn't grow on trees, okay? Well, let me ask you a question. Unless you plan on only owning coins, right? If you only have coins of money in your pocket. What's up, Bucharest? What's up, my man Marius? What's going on, brother? Cape Town, Justin, I see you. But whoa, buddy. So yeah, so like money doesn't grow on trees, they tell you, right? I remember my parents telling me that growing up, my mom especially. Oh, you know, money, what do you think? Money grows on trees, right? And the answer to that is yes, money does grow on trees. Money does grow on trees, unless you have coins and that's all you have. And, you know, I get it. You got Bitcoin now and you got all these digital transactions. And yes, there's other ways of looking at money, but I'm talking about like money in the traditional sense that we always used to say, money doesn't grow on trees, okay? Well, let's really think about that. Paper money, okay? It's printed on a piece of paper, okay? That piece of paper, one time in its life, before that piece of paper became a dollar bill or a check or whatever it turned into that is now has some monetary value, started off like a tree, just like all these trees that you see here, okay? It started off like a tree, and eventually it was transitioned and became a dollar, right? And so now it's about attracting that dollar, having that dollar. So here's what I want to tell you, okay? Money does grow on trees. Money grows on trees all day long, every single day. It is around you. It is growing. It is growing. It is around you all day long. You see all these trees? That is money. That is money, money, money. All that green you see, that is money. Now here is what you're trying to do. You're trying to take that money from being over there to being in your pocket. And that is the real mastery. You see, money does grow on trees, but you don't attract that money to your pocket, to yourself, until you grow your mind, okay? Growing your mind is what's going to continue to bring that money towards you. So if you don't grow your mind, you're not going to have access to any of that money that's growing on the trees. You see, your perspective is so narrow that you won't even understand that money and currency and all this stuff is happening around you all day long. It's growing around you. It's here around you all day long. They call it currency because it moves like a current from one place to another. You're just trying to attract it into your life and put it in your pocket. Now, how do you attract it into your life? Well, you have to vibrate on a high frequency, right? You got to be on a positive note. You got to be willing and able to position yourself to win. You got to really look at your situation and say, okay, so what can I take out of my life right now that's around me? And how can I create a money or income earning opportunity in my surroundings right now? Because you are surrounded with money. You're just trying to ask yourself, how do I take that and make it into a value transaction, right? How do I take everything that's going on around me and create a situation where I provide enough value, or I have something of value that I can attract that money into my situation, right? So I love what Jim Rohn says. He says, money, you don't become successful by attaining success. You can't catch up success. You can't grab success. What happens is that you become attractive to success, and success starts to come your way. So what you should be thinking about is, how do I become attractive? How do I become, you know, the kind of magnet that brings money into my direction? Because money is, again, like I said, it is growing on trees. It is growing all around you. It is moving and shaking. It's just your access to it, okay? So that's one. you know, I also was talking earlier about, you know, the mindset that we had growing up. You know, again, like I said, you know, we grew up in very, you know, and with a lot of lack. You know, we grew up with a lot of lack. We grew up, you know, never having enough. We grew up always having to struggle, always trying to, you know, grab, you know, and kind of, you know, stitch things together. It's funny enough because as much as we struggled, you know, my mom would do whatever she could to get us those things that we've always wanted. So we'd find a way to get those sneakers. We'd find a way to get this situation. We'd find a way to do all those things. But because our mind and our perspective was trained on lack of, therefore, we would always experience lack. No matter how much money came through, no matter how much, you know, money came on the, you know, when she got her tax return, she'd get like $2,000 per kid. She got 4 kids. So, you know, $8,000 at that point would feel like we were millionaires, and we would still end up in a situation where something would happen. You would lose the money. The money would disappear. You would spend the money. You would squander it, right? And it's because of the mindset around that money. I'll give you guys an example, right? Since I've been in this business, since I've been, you know, an entrepreneur, right? And I've learned success principles and the behavior of successful people. One of the things that you're going to learn is that you have to be willing to network and to meet people. You have to, you know, shake hands, smile, introduce yourself, make eye contact when you're talking to people, you know, things like that. Like there's small little things that to most people in the world right now, it just makes sense. It's common sense to them. But I'll tell you guys, let's compare that to how I grew up. Let's compare it to my upbringing. Let's compare it to, you know, being in East New York and being a, you know, kid, 12 years old, 14 years old, 15 years old. Whereas I'm telling you that one of the keys to success is making eye contact and meeting new people and networking and shaking hands and, you know, letting people know who you are and stuff like that. Imagine growing up in East New York now, where if you make eye contact with somebody, that person is most likely going to look at you and say, what are you looking at? What's your problem? What's up? Like that person immediately feels threatened, or they feel like you're trying to intimidate or whatever it may be. How do you expect to succeed or create success in your life if you're already pre-programmed to fail? You're already pre-programmed to fail because you were taught your whole life that complimenting someone takes away from you. You were taught your whole life that being smart is being a nerd or being corny, or being well-spoken is, you know, acting like another culture or whatever it is. Like, think about that. Think about how much we hold ourselves back, holding on to ideas that don't serve us. Think about that, okay? What else? I mean, there's a million different things I can think about, you know, but I'll tell you, one of the things that have brought tons of success into my life, man, has just been the openness and meeting new people, you know, getting to know new people, you know, smiling, waving hello, you know. And I've realized that more than ever now. I'm living down here in Florida. I live in a nice neighborhood. And, you know, I noticed, man, everybody says hello. Everybody waves hi. There's just like this essence of there's no threat. Everyone is, you know, love thy neighbor. Everyone is, you know, following the golden rule. Treat others as you would like to be treated. And that is where success lies in, man. That's where success is sitting at, in that space between where you are, who you want to be, and crossing that bridge vigorously without any kind of like, you know, holding back or any kind of like fear or any ego. Like, ego is such a horrible thing, man. Ego is such a detrimental tool to what you want to accomplish in your life, man. So, you know, that's all I wanted to share, man. I mean, again, money grows on trees. What are you doing to attract that, man? Remember, the same person, the same way that you were trained to believe that money does not grow on trees and that you have to chase this money and that it can't, you know, it's not going to be attracted to you, that it's not going to come into your direction, that you can't just will it into your life. You can't just think it into your life, you know, obviously with focused action, you know, but you got to have this essence of you that's operating in a space that allows you to experience a win, a big win. Or multiple wins after wins after wins after wins. You got to have a confidence in yourself. You got to have a confidence in all the moving parts around you. And And again, I know it's harder for some of us, man. I know it's harder for some of us coming from the backgrounds or the cultures or the experiences that we come from. I'm telling you, I was a super antisocial person, super antisocial. Why? Because I've seen a lot of things happen in my lifetime because of where I grew up, because of what I was exposed to, because of who I spent time around. But it wasn't long until I started changing my friends and changing my circle and changing the places I went, the things that I experienced, the things that I exposed myself to. It wasn't until I started shifting those things that some shifts happened in my life. Now, yeah, I'm 34 years old and I still have some PTSD, let's put it. Okay, I still have some PTSD as to some experiences that I saw when I was a kid. But you know what? I'm not passing that PTSD down to my children. I'm not passing those experiences, those traumatic experiences that really, if anything, hold me back or held me back from stuff. I'm not passing that down to my kids. My kids, they look at the world as the world is for them. Everything in the world is there to help them. The way I grew up, it was you against the world. Tupac, right? It's just me against the world. Now it's not. It's a different thing. It's a whole different thing. And I promise you, once you start exercising that stuff and you get around the right people and the right thinking and you get around the right, environment, and you learn how to control your environment, your life will change so quickly, so fast. You can literally have whatever you want. You can literally accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And the world is going to help you. God is going to help you. The universe is going to help you. However you want to word it, it's going to help you. It's built that way. You know what I mean? There's the only separation that we have between us and God and the world and success and failure and all that stuff is the separation that we create. Once you let go and you start paying attention to the stuff happening up around you, when you start paying attention to all the things that kind of start happening in your favor because you just started to shift yourself a little bit, you start to say to yourself, man, I'm tired of playing defense. We grew up in the hood playing defense all day long. You're afraid somebody's going to come stab you, or somebody's going to come shoot you, or somebody's going to come rob you, or somebody's going to come steal from you, or somebody's going to embarrass you. Like, you constantly move with this sense of fear, which turns into aggression, because all day long you feel like somebody's trying to get you. And in the hood, sometimes it is like that. But you got to get outside of it. You got to get away from that. You got to look around and get into a situation where people around you are trying to help you. People around you are trying to help you, not hurt you. People around you are, doing things for the good of the group, the good of you, the good of all of us, and not just, because it sounds good or it looks good or, it smells good for the moment. You know what I mean? So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys, man. Like, the world's a beautiful place. You just got to, shift your thinking. You got to shift your perspective. Sometimes all it takes, man, is just to, maybe go from a 180 stance to another 180. Turn around, look the other way, look the other direction. See what's happening the other way. If you see things a certain way, practice thinking about it a different way. Everything in life is yin and yang. If you catch yourself thinking negative all the time, ask yourself, what would be the positive, to this? If you catch yourself all the time thinking about, worrying about this, or worrying about that, or having fear behind this, or fear about that, or doubts about this, or uncertainty between that, or dis-ease about this, or dis-ease about that. How about you practice thinking the other way? How about you start thinking to yourself, dang, when I become a millionaire, this is going to be incredible. When I can go full time and live my life as I choose, this is going to be incredible. Man, I can't wait to find that person whose life I changed and they thank me and their grandchildren thank me forever. I can't wait to leave a legacy where my children's children are going to be benefiting from this situation and from what I've done and from what I created. Man, I can't wait to be in a situation where, my kids don't ever have to think about means or anything like that. Man, I can't, think about that. I mean, check this out. Look at my view. Look at my view. Look what I'm on, this little bike path. New homes that they built over here. These homes over here, I think they go for $600,000-700,000 each one. Check this out. Check it out. Come on. Got water on this side. More houses with water views back there. If you're thinking about it and you can't stop thinking about it, and you can feel it, you can smell it, you can taste it, you can hear it, it's meant to be yours. And you don't even got to fight that hard for it, because what's meant to be yours will eventually show up in your life. You just got to open up those gates and let them in. I'll leave it there. Thank y'all. Much love. Comment on here. Share it. I'm going to start sharing a lot more of this stuff. I'm going to share with you guys, like, you guys are all part of Team No Sleep. This is usually stuff that I have, you know, talks that I have with my team, with people that I'm working with. Look at these brand new cribs, man. Look at these houses they're building. You know why they're building those houses? Because there's people that are going to buy them. That's why they're building those houses. Because there's people that are going to buy them. There's people going to buy them. Why would they build the house if people aren't going to buy them? So like I said, I'm going to start talking to you guys like you're all Team No Sleep, man. So welcome to the team. Let me be the first one to tell you guys all, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. And check out that view. That water view out there. Yes, sir. Cool. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys got some good stuff from all these notes. I'm going to shoot back to the crib, grab some lunch, and you know, reach out to some new partners I'm working with, as well as answer my DMs and my Instagram and all those things with current people inquiring about coming on board as Titanium members, which is our newest membership that we are promoting. It's a membership that comes with, you know, $2,000 jet credit, $1,000 yacht credit, and a personal concierge. And it's the membership that, quite honestly, I started using recently, and it's been transformational in my life. I've seen how just the quality of my life, I feel, has increased already. And I'm especially excited to see how it's going to affect people that are brand new to this, that have never even, you know, never even considered upgrading their lifestyle and, you know, being a part of something like this. So I'm excited, man. It's good times right now. We're let me not even get started, all right? I'll see y'all on the other side. And like I always say, man, I'll see you at the top, because that's where I want to see you. But if you decide to go a different direction, I'll just see you from the top, all right? Much love. Talk to you guys soon. Team No Sleep.